State champions. We're going to turn it over to the media in just a moment. They're going to ask some questions and answers for you and your players. Before we do that, how about some opening comments from you?
Just want to thank you guys for having us. What a game. Guys played hard on both sides. It could have went either way. I mean, just a tough, hard-fought game. You know, two teams playing their hearts out for 48 minutes. You know, giving the towns, giving the community, giving the state, you know, everything they had. That's what you saw tonight. Kids continuously leaving it all out there. You know, unfortunately, you know, somebody had to lose. You know, and we're glad that we were, you know, on the winning side of it. But so proud of our guys. We've been through so much. You know, 6 years ago, guys, we were 0-10. You know, we couldn't win a game for nothing. They had to turn this whole culture around. And just hats off to these guys for just coming in there and just believing in what we're trying to do. And we just feel like when you build a culture and you base it off of love, you know, anything can happen. Love never fails.
Question.
Hey, Coach Rod Walker from the Times-Picayune. When Carr has the ball first and goal into one, what do you say to the defense at that point?
Leave it all out there. You know, I mean, our defense has been playing well all year. Coach Tyron Walker, defensive coordinator, him and the staff, those guys have been putting in work, you know, and our guys just believe. And then you just saw seeing stop after stop after stop. I mean, you know, we never once said, okay, let those guys score. We said, guys, go up, you know, go play as hard as you can and give it everything they had. Then start seeing second down, then third down, and then we just knew we didn't know if they'll go for a field goal or not. We kind of knew to kind of shade because they missed the extra point. So we just take the defense, go out there and play and just give it everything they had. And our guys did that and left it all out there.
Question.
Yeah, Coach. Mike Bernard, ESPN Lafayette. Last week you went into Berman and beat Carr, which almost never happens. This week you held a team, Warren Easton, that was averaging, 58, 59 points a game. Talk a little bit about your defense tonight.
Just been doing what they've been doing all year. Our defense plays hard, our defense plays strong, and they just hold up. You know, I mean, anybody could have just gave up right there and just say, okay, give them the touchdown, and then, you know, we just blame everything. You know, we threw the interception, we were like, okay, guys, go out there and go play. Nobody budged. Defense flew on the field. We didn't have a chance to even talk to them. They're like, okay, we got to make this stop. And just let you know the testament of the type of guys that we have. Guys want to play. Guys want to play for each other. Nobody pointed fingers. Nobody blamed each other. Nobody blamed each other. Guys went out there and played their hearts out.
Question.
Darryl Williams, Times-Picayune. Coach, I covered the Carr game also, and your kicker was stellar in that game. Where do you get your kickers, and how do you develop them? And, you know, is there a program at the school that helps get a guy who's that good?
Not at all. Faith, soccer. You know, we kind of go to soccer teams and who know how to kick, and we just kind of who know how to kick the ball as hard as they can. You know, and that's kind of what it was. I mean, Dylan was a guy that sat behind a real good kicker, Connor Scott, for the last 2-3 years, but always worked. Dylan went to kicking camps. Dylan kept working, and everybody just kept believing in him. And they told Dylan, because he was kind of shaky at the beginning of the year, we missing a lot of extra points. But he bought in, and guys started believing, and that's what it's about, belief.
Does Westgate have soccer?
Yes, definitely.
Question.
VK Jones from Crescent City Sports. Coach Antoine, I remember Westgate over the years in 5A, making it to the semis year after year after year. Now you're in 4A. You make it to the semis, and then all of a sudden, you break one barrier. You beat Carr, first loss in 20 years in Berman in the playoffs. Now you take out Warren Easton. What you can say about yourselves being not the Cinderella team, but now the team being state champs?
We told our kids all year, you know, we want to be a good team, we want to be a great team, we want to be an elite team, we want to be the best team. And our kids bought into that. I told them this morning, I was kind of just freestyling and that just kind of came to me, but we just kind of, you know, it just kind of ran with it. And our kids are now the best team.
Question.
Coach Bryan, the Daily Advertiser. What was the first thought that came to your mind the moment you guys made that stop on fourth down?
My mom had bleeding in her brain on Wednesday and got rushed to ICU, got flown to Baton Rouge. She comes to every single one of my games, with my brother and I. And, you know, she's never missed a game when I was in Pee Wee, when I was in high school, when I was in college, and my dad as well. And for them not to be to this game tonight, you know, was really touching and really kind of had me off kilter for a little while. But for them to make that stop, it let me know that's what it's all about. That was for her, and those kids played for her.
Question right here.
Coach, essentially the same question. I mean, it was like 20 plus seconds left. You were halfway through the field and just kind of looked like you was going through a moment. What was going through your mind in that moment?
God is good. You know, my mom, you know, just always was there. We got Coach Pierre. He was in the hospital this morning. Offensive line coach was admitted in the hospital, and you know he was able to get out like around 1-2 o'clock this afternoon and make it to the game. And our kids play for him. I mean, he's dealing with a very serious sickness right now, and for him to come there, his son plays center for us, started center, Edwin Pierre Jr. And he said, Coach, I would never miss my son's last game, and I'm going to win the state championship. So all those things were coming about, and just letting us know, man, it was faith.
Question.
Madeline Adams from KLFI in Lafayette. My question is for the players. You guys, you know, have been underdogs for several weeks now in the playoffs. It's your first state title appearance, but you didn't play scared and you didn't play like the underdogs. Just kind of talk about that mentality, thriving as the underdog and coming out in your first state title appearance with the state championship. Danny, you can start.
I think that we played very good and we just have faith in each other. So we think that we know that we got our obstacle that we got to go against.
When I first came to Westgate, I knew that we had a special program. We just had to put some pieces together. And this season, we've been talking about it all year, like with those guys that we knew that was coming back, that we were going to go state, and that was the mindset. So I feel like we just all bought in and made it happen.
Yeah, I feel like since my freshman year, we had talent, but it was going to take some time. So when the senior year came, I was like, we're going to state and we're going to win it. So we've been through a lot during the season, and it's just, you know, people think that we're not good, but we just showed that we're the best team in 4A.
Absolutely. Coach, I have one question for you too. I saw you embracing several of your players, and it was just really emotional moments. When you're hugging your guys after winning the program's first state championship, what's going through your mind?
I'm gonna miss them. We've been through a lot with these kids. You know, from them being suspended, you know, for whatever reasons, grades, you know, just guys just going through a lot of emotional issues. I mean, our kids come from a tough area. You know, they don't have much. They don't have a park. You know, so the time that they spend with us is with us. You know, our kids are with us 24/7, and we just know we try to keep them around and just do so much. And just knowing that those kids will be going on, you know, but they'll be going on as champions now. So you got to put something in front of their name now. You got to put champion in front of them, and they deserve that.
Hello, Coach. My name is Greg Bellore, Four-Quarter Sports out of Lafayette. I heard a lot of the players chanting 337. So maybe y'all can all answer the question, but how does it feel to represent the 337 area code coming out here and actually playing for y'all, you know, our area?
It feels very good because we know we had to take up for the 337 area code, and just so that we was the only one enough, so we had to put on for everybody else since they lost some of them.
Coming from the area we come from, not a lot of people knew where Westgate was or where it was located at. Like, on the media, it was like, who is Westgate? Like, where are they from? So I feel like we had to put us on the map and show that, you know, we're somebody.
I feel like 57 is, people think it's a bad place, but they really got a lot of talent, and we just showed that the 57 really run the state.
Question.
A question for all four of you guys. You guys have a very simulated group, but you guys have sort of talked about this a little bit in the presser, but you guys have matured a lot throughout these last 4 years. In what ways has that sort of manifested itself, that maturity?
We just all praise with each other and just we be around each other every day, so we know how like certain people will react to certain things that are going on. So we know like how to just talk to everyone and just go through the challenges.
I feel like it's always been there. Like, we all grew up playing PE ball together. It's just like we all been tight. We just have to find a way how to put everything together and just like the job that we did that year.
We've been playing with each other. Well, most of us have been playing with each other since middle school, and it's always been a bond, and we knew we couldn't break it, and we knew we had something special, and tonight we just showed that we were a very special group to come through Westgate.
Basically, piggyback on all what the guy's saying. Been watching these kids grow up. We have a new library program that plays at Westgate, the youth program, and so watching these kids grow up, you knew they had something a little different. But you know, they're just buying into the culture, saying that we're gonna give 100% effort in everything that we do. We're gonna respect the ones that come before us, and we're always run on and off the field or court, and just respect our city, our school, and our team, and we'll always leave it better than we found it.
Question.
Coach, Jeremiah Gray with G Sports. When you watch them on film,
Did you feel like you was going to have issues with the offensive line? And the offensive line been kind of balling people all year with a lot of size advantage. And my second part of the question is, they play a lot of man-to-man on the back end. Did you think that you were going to have an advantage with Danny and expecting them to exploit that matchup like that?
I mean, the offensive line big, but I mean, playing, you know, the team that we play in our district, playing the tough schedule that we played all year, we've seen big guys, you know, and our defensive line guys have been working their tails off and just doing what they needed to do to just get prepared. And after a while, it just comes down to a dogfight. You know, and our kids played hard for that, and definitely in the back end, you know, they have some, you know, elite guys. But you know, we feel like we got matchup problems. We know what we do. We've done a great job of having multi-sports athletes, guys that play basketball, guys that go play baseball, and also guys that run track level. These guys are on the state championship track team, so we know we can run. We just want to put our guys in position to make plays. We call ourselves WAMP. We all make plays. So when we have an opportunity to make it, we expect to make it.
Question.
Guys, I got some other questions for you. Oh, Megan, KTC Lafayette. Jordan, you stepped in at quarterback early on in the season. What does this moment, just leading this team to this moment, do for you? And Danny, of course, as you head on to Cincinnati, just what does this cherry on top do for you ending the season?
It's a big moment because I know I'm not gonna be able to play with these dudes again. So finishing our senior year and winning the state championship, it just means a lot. We've been through a lot with each other. Even though we getting suspended from football and walking off and all types of stuff, but we came together and it's a great feeling to win my last one with these boys.
Coach, I know you want to get back to your team, so we're going to have one more question right here.
Oh, wait.
Winning the state championship actually put the cherry on top of my commitment because I feel like this was one of my goals to win a state championship, and after that, I wanted to play on the next level. So I feel like this is the best thing to leave, like as a good name on myself for Westgate.
Danny's Josh Preston video ball. You had on the third down on the goal line stop. I think you guys were gonna make a big play. How'd you get through on that play, and what's it mean to you, winning both outstanding plays too?
I actually got through I think the dude was supposed to down block, but like I really like jumped the snap, so he moved too slow, so he moved too slow, so like it was. I mean, I don't really practice too much at D-line. It was just my time, so I felt like they just put the best player in the spots to make the time. So I did what I had to do.
Yeah, 2 more questions, Coach. Yeah.
Jordan Doucette, I wanted to ask you this right quick. Seeing these last 2 weeks of you playing very, very well, you played great tonight, and the last name is so familiar to me. And all I know, I remember a player named Early Doucette that set the world on fire in Berman Stadium years ago against O'Perry Walker. I don't know if you're related to him, but it seems like the way you play, it seems like it's in the blood more than anything else. What you think?
Yeah, Early is my first cousin. I mean, I talked to him during the postseason. He told me just keep the name, on fire, keep doing what I'm doing, and never let up. So I just listened to what he said, and now look where we at.
Go ahead. My question is the number. So I don't know if it's Dedrick or Dedrick. But can you just talk me to those 2 back-to-back catches you had, the one on the sideline and then the touchdown? Just what happened on those 2 plays?
I believe in myself. Coach told me to, always go out there and make plays. We all make plays, and it was a one-on-one matchup, and I had to win that, and I think I did that.